Learning how to manage your money, taking care of the money you make, is the difference between living comfortably and living like you have a really angry monkey on your back. Those are the two opposites. Most of us think that more money will solve our problems, right? How many people think that if you just had more money, it would solve your problems? If you take negative psychology about money, if you have negative attitudes about money, if you have negative thoughts about money, and you have bad habits, it really doesn't matter how much money you have. How many people would love to make $100,000 a year from their network marketing business, a six-figure income? That's a good income, right? But what if you're spending $125,000 a year? Not so great. You're making a good income, but you're still broke. Half of the battle in learning how to manage your money is recognizing that you carry some negative psychology with you about money. The other half of the battle is going to work to take action to create better habits. This is a women's event, right? Ladies, as much as we love the men in our lives, a man is not a plan. I had a mentor tell me that years ago, and it really stuck with me. And I love what Dr. Phil says about if you marry for money, you will earn every penny. There's probably a lot of truth to that. We are it. We have to be the plan. We need to feel empowered about this area of our life. Women are marrying later. Many women are not getting married. Many women are finding themselves single again after a divorce. And at the end of our lives, we typically outlive men by about 7 years. We need to become empowered about this, and we need to teach our children and the children that we love in our lives how to do better than what we're currently doing. How do you really feel about money? Is it an enemy or is it a friend? I'm going to walk you through a quick exercise. I want you to close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. And I want you to think that money is a person. It's an actual person. And money is walking towards you on the street. And you recognize this person. You know it's money. You can tell by the way they're dressed. You can tell by the way they're talking. You can tell by the way they're moving. They're walking towards you. How do you feel when money walks by you? You like it. You may not realize, but the choices you're making about money are incredibly powerful, either to your benefit or your detriment. You can open your eyes now. What does your Mr. Money look like? Which one do you think is more positive and would serve you better? What does your Ms. Money look like? If you think that money is bad, if you have negative psychology about money, you will not get more of it. Money is not bad or good. It's just a tool, and most of us do good things with money. Let's talk for a minute about poor versus broke. Poor is overwhelming, it seems permanent, and it's much more about your state of mind than your pocketbook. Broke is just a temporary condition. You can fix broke more easily. And when I talk about having a poor money mindset, it has nothing to do with how smart you are or how much money you have. It has to do with your psychology about money. You can fix both of them, but broke is easier than poor. I know people who manage their money extremely well on modest incomes because they make choices that match their desired outcome. You've all heard the quote, "Money is the root of all evil." I love Mark Twain's twist on it, that the lack of money is the root of all evil. It's the lack of money that will control you instead of the other way around.